everyone, I'm Melinda. We have a Carnival Sunshine Stateroom tour for you today, so please stay tuned. I am on deck 3 at the front of the ship, starboard side. By now, you may be asking, if this is a stateroom tour, then why are you standing out here and not in the interior hallway where most cabin tours begin? Well, quite simply, I'm going to start our tour outside of our stateroom. Yes, you heard me correctly, outside of our stateroom. Not this outside, this outside. That is because we have a unique cabin, one that has a window that looks out onto a walkway and has an ocean view. Albeit obstructed, it is still an ocean view. One can easily walk right up to the window and look into it. Come along with me and let's tour Stateroom 3127. As we make our way inside to our cabin, this is a great opportunity to show and tell you a little bit about the outside walkways on deck 3. This is starboard side, but there's also a similar walkway on the port side as well. The walkway does not go all the way forward or to the aft of the ship, but it is nice to come out here for fresh air, to relax or gaze at the ocean, or to take a leisurely stroll. Starboard side here is non-smoking, whereas on the port side over here is a smoking section. Because port side is a smoking area, it tends to be busier, so keep that in mind as you are planning which cabin to book. If you get a port side cabin that looks out onto the port side deck, it will be busier. Meanwhile, back here on the starboard side of the ship, to get to our cabin, we enter the ship through these doors and head right towards the front of the ship, passing the atrium bar on the left and the guest services desk on the right. Odd number cabins are starboard side and even number cabins are port side. Here we are, cabin 3127. Let's go inside. This 185 square foot category 4J interior cabin can sleep up to 3 people. Upon entering the cabin, the bathroom is to the left, closets and shelves are to the right. Before reaching the bed area, there is a desk vanity area with a television on the right and a sofa and table to the left. Just beyond the bed area is a small window that looks out onto the walkway. Even though this cabin is considered an interior cabin and is priced as such, it is more of an ocean view cabin because the ocean is visible from the window. Albeit obstructed, it is still visible. Let's look a little closer at the features of this cabin. Let's start with the bed area. The bed can be a king-size bed as it is here, or the beds can be split apart to be 2 twin beds. The cabin steward can arrange the beds in either configuration. When the beds are together, there is a bedside table on each side of the bed. Each table has a storage compartment and a reading light. Above the bed is a switch that operates the cabin lights. No need to get up and walk to the door if you get in bed and forget to turn out the overhead lights. Note, there are no outlets or USB ports at the bedside. In this cabin, we found the bed to be less comfortable than beds on other cruise ships we've experienced. I'm not sure if the beds are just old or what, but they seem to sag in some areas. If we had had to sleep on this bed for many more nights, we would have definitely said something, but for 5 nights, we just dealt with it. As we make our way back towards the door, the cabin has a sofa that can accommodate a third person along with a table in front of it. The sofa is made of a vinyl material and was not that comfortable,
but for as little as we used it, we did not find this to be too bothersome. Across from the seating area is the television and the vanity desk area. The television is on an arm that allows it to be turned towards the bed. Need an extra outlet? Behind the television is an extra standard American outlet. We did not see this outlet until the end of the cruise, but would have used it for our alarm clock had we known it was there. Underneath the television is a mini bar area with a mini fridge cooler inside the cabinet. To the right of the television and mini bar area is the vanity area with a lighted mirror, a center drawer space. We use this drawer space to hold all the paperwork our steward left in our cabin, and a bench seat. The lighted mirror is operated by a switch under the mirror. Next to the switch is a European outlet, and there are also 2 U.S. outlets. Moving to the right of the vanity, there are 4 drawers for storage, an open desk space with the telephone, a cabinet with a safe and an open shelf, and a large open shelf above the cabinet. The closet area provides ample storage. In fact, this is probably the most closet space we have ever had on a cruise ship. The first closet has shelves and a full-length mirror on the inside of the door. The other 2 closets have a shelf and a hanging rod. Plenty of storage. The cabin does require that a key card be used in the slot by the door to keep power on in the cabin. We found that any card that resembles the key card works in the slot. We used an old gift card we had in our wallet. Last but not least, let's look at the bathroom. For a cruise ship cabin, this is a nice sized bathroom. It feels very spacious, especially when the shower curtain is open. Speaking of shower curtains, I think I prefer having shower doors. It just feels cleaner. Anyway, the sink area is big with a large counter area and 2 shelves on each side of the mirror. There is even storage below the sink. They provide bar soap at the sink and shampoo and shower gel in the shower. The shower curtain may be different in this bathroom, but the spray nozzle and how it operates is the same as in other cruise ships. The water pressure is also very good. Overall, I have to say I was not disappointed with this bathroom. I like how big it feels. There you have it, the tour of 3127 on board the Carnival Sunshine. We enjoyed this unique interior cabin and would not hesitate to book this cabin or one like it if we were ever to sail aboard this ship again. 2 concerns we had had pre-cruise with the location of this cabin. Number 1, the potential for noise, and number 2, privacy, ended up not being issues at all. The one evening we went to bed early, we did hear music coming from the atrium, but so did cabins on floors 6 to 9, because the atrium opens all the way up to those decks as well. As for having a window looking out onto the public walkway, having people walking by the window did not bother us. We just had to be more diligent to make sure that the curtains were closed when we needed privacy. This was just overall a great cabin. If I had to come up with any negatives with this cabin, I would have to say it is the dated decor, the uncomfortable bed, and the vinyl sofa. But hey, are these really negatives? I think not. We are just plain excited to be back cruising again. There are no complaints here. I hope this tour has been helpful. Feel free to leave any comments or questions you might have in the comments section below, and we will catch you in the next video.